Good morning, Sweet Ingalls boys. This book is called The Night Before Christmas, in Texas, that is. And that is a Texas Santa. Do you see that? That's a cactus. You don't have many of those in Tennessee, do you? So, boys, I should tell you that there's a very famous poem called The Night Before Christmas, and I need to find that book and read it to you. But until I can find that book, I'm going to read you this Texas version of The Night Before Christmas. Let's go. 'Twas the night before Christmas, in Texas, you know, way out on the prairie, without any snow. Can you see any snow in this picture? These are supposed to be clouds, I think. Asleep in their cabin were Buddy and Sue, a-dreamin' of Christmas, like me and like you. No stockings, but boots, for this at the foot of their bed, for this was in Texas. What more need be said? Can you see their boots at the end of their bunk beds? And their little doggy keeping them company. When all of a sudden from out the still night there came such a ruckus, it gave me a fright. And I saw across the prairie like a shot from a gun, a loaded up buckboard come on at a run. See, he's looking out the window on the prairie. And that's the guy who was on the cover of the book, riding so fast toward the cabin. The driver was well, we should go back. Do you know what a buckboard is? A buckboard is a wagon. That's not a sleigh, is it? That's a wagon. This Santa is driving a wagon, and are those reindeer? I don't think so. The driver was geeing and hawing with a will. The hosses, not reindeer, he drove with such skill. Come on there, Buck Poncho and Prince to the right. There'll be plenty of traveling for you all tonight. The driver in Levi's and a shirt that was red had a 10-gallon Stetson on top of his head. So, Bo and Corbin, I have a quick question. If someone has a 10-gallon Stetson on top of his head, what do you think it is? Pat your head. What goes on top of your head? A hat. I knew you'd get that. As he stepped from the buckboard, he was really a sight, with his beard and mustaches so curly and white. As he burst in the cabin, the children awoke, and both so astonished that neither one spoke. The doggy was even kind of hiding. And I know that you can't read this yet, but this little sign on the wall says, "Remember the Alamo." You'll have to ask your mama and daddy about that. And he filled up their boots with such presents galore that neither could think of a single thing more. So they didn't have stockings, they had boots. Bo and Corbin, do you have Christmas stockings? I think you do. I think I've talked with your mama about your stockings. When Buddy recovered the use of his jaws, he asked in a whisper, "Are you Santa Claus?" And look, he's waving his Stetson. Am I the real Santa? Well, what do you think? And he smiled as he gave a mysterious wink. Ooh, can you see him winking? Then he leapt in his buckboard and called back in his drawl, "To all children of Texas, Merry Christmas, y'all." And off he goes. Somehow his buckboard wagon is flying in the sky, Corbin and Bo. Not sure how. I love you.